Why would I stop overthinking my decisions if it means I'm going to make a mistake? You want everything to be perfect. We all do, right? That's why we think. We think in order to plan out the future in a certain way, to make sure the future is exactly how we intend it to be. But a lot of the time, your overthinking doesn't actually help you get what you want. Until you realize that your thoughts are promising things you don't even really want, you'll be trapped in this cycle of overthinking. Okay, let's imagine a choice together, whether you have to eat a sandwich or pasta for dinner today, all right? Imagine you're choosing one side or the other. You like both equally. Instead of rushing to choose sandwich or pasta, just sit with the feeling of being the decision maker. Watch yourself try and think through this problem without coming to a solution immediately. Let's do it together. Pasta or sandwich? Isn't it kind of weird to be in charge of every little decision you make in your life? If you aren't thinking about your problems, how can you make a decision? One of my favorite things to tell people is to just ignore your thoughts, stop responding to them. That solves all your problems, all your stress, all your overthinking. Just stop responding to the thoughts that are trying to solve your problems. But easier said than done, right? I mean, this whole video is about making decisions, right? How do you make decisions without thinking about them? So I'll give you a personal example. I'm about to go on a cycling trip across Korea. I leave in a few days. I'm not a cyclist. I've never been to Korea. I haven't been practicing. I came up with this idea like 5 days ago, right? If I sat there overthinking whether this is the right decision, trying to figure out the perfect route, the perfect supplies, creating this intense regiment, if I did all that, I would have never gone to Korea. I would have never bought that ticket, or I would have waited too long. I was going to go visit a friend in New York, but I couldn't because I waited too long to buy the tickets, and they tripled in price. If you're so preoccupied with making sure the future is perfect, you'll have a terrible future, because when the future comes, you'll be thinking about the future after that, right? If right now I'm overthinking planning my Korea trip, I'm willing to sacrifice my peace of mind right now for a better future tomorrow. But when I get to Korea, I'm going to be overthinking the route that day, overthinking where I'm going to sleep the next night. There's always another problem for you to solve. What's your purpose? Why are you overthinking so much? Why are you preparing for the future, trying to agonize over a path to take? Find out what your motivation is. For me right now, why I come out here to these beautiful places, record videos, I've been making videos for about a year now. My motivation is to spread the state of peace that I found, right? So I shape my life around it. I know that the most important thing to me is having silence, being able to ignore my thoughts whenever I want to, which means community is a little bit harder. I want to make good content for you, so I chose the Korea cycling trip because I think it's more exciting. Every decision you make becomes way easier when your motivation is clear. Realize that everything you do is for personal joy. Everything you do, every decision you make, the reason why you're so stressed all the time is because you crave joy so badly, and that joy depends on making the right choice. I want to emphasize that. Your joy relies on you making the right choice now. So of course you're going to overthink. Of course you're going to stress about whether you should go to Korea and cycle across it, or you should go to Vietnam and just rest on the beach, right? You can always make the wrong decision. There's no perfect decision. There's no world where you make the right choice every time. And if you sit in this anxious feeling of needing things to go a certain way to be happy, you'll never escape it. It doesn't matter how much money you make, you'll always want more. It doesn't matter how beautiful your partner is, you'll always want more. If you're always trying to set yourself up, your future self up, you're never present enough to enjoy all the labor you put in the past. Just a few months ago, I made the decision to drop out of college or my master's program to make content full time, right? I feel zero regrets because I know that was just the decision I was going to make at that time. Hindsight is 2020. You can regret the past, worry about the future all you want, but until you ignore your thoughts long enough to be at peace right now in this moment, all of it's for nothing. Who cares how big your house is if you're constantly worrying about what you're going to do tomorrow? Who cares how nice your car is if you're always stressing about getting in an accident? It's not your thoughts' fault that you overthink. It's not your fault that you overthink because you believe that all of this mental effort you put into life will get you joy, will make you happy. But has it made you happy? That's how you stop overthinking all your decisions. By realizing all your overthinking in the past did not bring you lasting joy. It only temporarily filled you with relief, right? When you finally achieve something you've been stressing about, it's not even joy so much as relief that you feel. What if every moment could be filled with that same relief, that same joy, just because you're not anxiously trying to solve imaginary problems? One of the best times in our day is when we wake up and right before we go to sleep, because there's peace. We're not trying to fix anything. That's why having coffee in the morning is so awesome, because it's like you're extending that period of time where you don't have to do anything. You just sit there sipping your coffee in the morning, waiting for the day to start. But if you sip on that coffee, trying to figure out what you're going to do in an hour or two, you're not actually enjoying it. And if you're in this place of fear, if you believe you currently lack joy, the decisions you make are going to be the wrong ones because you're stressed, you're anxious, you can't focus on the actual decision you need to make because you're so freaked out about the consequences. We're so focused on the consequences of making the wrong decision that the right decision is hard to find. But if you don't care what happens, if you know you're going to be happy no matter what, your decision's way less, and you're more free to make the right one, the one you really want to make. I just posted on my Instagram a poll asking if I should buy a nicer camera for these videos. I love doing that because I get to see all of your different responses. I get to see how there's no right decision because everyone believes a different decision is the right one. So just flow with what feels good to you, what feels easy. And easy doesn't mean just sitting on your butt all day. Easy can mean going to work hard for a few years to save money, you know? I can't sit here and tell you what the right decision is. That's not my place. I don't know you. I don't know your life. I don't know what you've been through. But what I do know is that you don't need a guaranteed happy future to be at peace right now. And to have a better future, making decisions from a place of fear will actually make those decisions worse. Let life guide you. Like this river behind me, it doesn't choose which direction to flow. It just flows, right? It just keeps on going. We gotta keep on going. Don't get stuck at all these blockades, at these impossible decisions, because both paths are the right one. There's no right path. So just take the one that feels good to you. I know that's a little vague, but that's really all I can do. What I will say is that my life became much easier, much more joyful when I stopped being so worried about the consequences of my decision. When I started making the decisions out of love instead of fear, everything seemed to flow smoother, right? Even when I hit a rock like that river, I just flow around it. If you want to go a little deeper into this whole mindset, whatever this is, I wrote a 70-page guidebook, How to Become Pure Awareness. It's in the description of every video, and it's how I can afford to keep making these videos, you know? So I appreciate you. Love you.